this is your sign to get gymnastics rings. Because gymnastics rings will evolve your training to a level I don't think you understand. Not only can you use the rings for a number of different exercises, like the dips, inverted rows, where you come down like this. But you can lower them to the ground and do push-ups, right? You can raise them and you can do pull-ups, right? You can even curl your body weight like this. Right? A better angle. You do tricep extensions. Right? Possibilities are endless. And the adaptability along with the versatility is incredible. Based on the level you set the rings at, you make it either easier or more difficult for whatever movement it is that you want to explore with the rings. By that I mean if I want to do inverted rows, right? They're too difficult down here at this level. All I have to do is shorten the angle by lifting up the rings, and then you get to a point that and then you start out with that beginning, you're just getting the partial reps in, you know. And then if you lower it and then you raise your feet up, that's a whole nother aspect of it that increases the difficulty. The instability that the rings provide offers a long-term protective quality on the joints and the tendons and the muscles. When you learn to do various exercises with that instability, you make everything easier that you do off the rings. And you target your shoulders, your wrists, your elbows, and all the tendons and ligaments in between in a completely new way, which also leads to greater muscle activation, which can develop more lean, solid, aesthetic muscle quality. Instead of just doing normal dips on a fixed bar, right? When you're on the rings and you're unstable, at first you'll be shaking. You have to use those stabilizer muscles. You have to learn to engage your core better. And when you learn to engage your core better, you start to develop that six-pack. You start to unlock different, more advanced skills that take a greater sort of core activation and mind-muscle connection in your core. One of the other extreme benefits of rings is that you can set them up anywhere. If you can see right now, these rings are connected to this tree. That means anywhere I go, I can train. There's never an excuse. And when I'm traveling, just like right now, I'm traveling the country from New York City to Seattle, I don't have to pay for a gym membership. I don't have to pay $20 to go to the gym for a day. All I have to do is find somewhere to set up my rings, and then I can do, and not only that, but it works as a fixed anchor point if I want to use rings, or if I want to use bands, excuse me, right? So now all of a sudden, I can do lat pulls, right? I can do curls, right? How about wrist extensions? You know? I mean, the possibilities are endless. Overhead tricep extension. You can learn to bring your gym with you anywhere. It's empowering. And the rings are so effective due to the way that they engage your muscles in a completely new fashion and the instability of the movements that you only need to work out for a fraction of the time you usually would spend in the gym. This is how we truly evolve our approach and become the true bodyweight warriors that we all strive to become. That is, if you're watching this video, I would assume that you're on that level. You're interested in taking your body mechanics to the next level so that eventually you can do stuff like this. Right? Or that you can unlock more advanced movements like the ring muscle up, or the planche, or the front lever. And you have the rings and you have the bands. There. There. Alright, you're right. It is. Like this, right? And now suddenly, you can train the more advanced skills you never even thought of. Get your front lever going, right? Or you can train the ring muscle up. The possibilities are endless. You can find rings for $25. I like these ones because they have the markings on them, so you always know that they're at the same height. $40. Think about how much you're paying for a gym membership. I would say now, probably no less than $30 a month. And that's if you're lucky. This is how we unlock the ability to train anywhere, to evolve our aesthetics, to evolve our athleticism, because truly we want to just become athletes more than anything too, right? Maybe we want to work on developing the body, improving our endurance, our stamina, our strength, right? But if it's not functional, integrated strength like the rings teach us to do, then we don't really develop our athleticism. We don't become the optimal athlete that we all have the ability to become. So I urge you to take a minute to reflect on your circumstances. Learn about the versatility of the rings for all the exercises that you're capable of doing with them. Learn about the adaptability of the rings for every skill level by looking into different tutorials and learning about the angles that you can shift to make them easier or harder for you. Learn about how you can utilize resistance bands separately by attaching them to the rings or cohesively so you can start training the more advanced skills. I'll be making a video in the near future going over the various more advanced calisthenics skills that you can begin to learn with resistance bands as an accompaniment. Thank you for listening. Give these a try. Let me know how you go. Peace.